selfish marketer that's inside of me. It's inside of you too, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Why I almost didn't want to tell you about EULA, okay? This is gonna be good, okay? Because this is also gonna go over a trend that I've figured out, like to watch, okay, when it comes to internet marketing programs. So in 2012 to around 2014, there was a site called Project Payday. You guys have heard me talk about this before, but I think this is going to be a really, really good example. And it's going to kind of make you understand by the end of this why I almost didn't want to tell people about EULA. I just wanted to start making money with it, and y'all are going to catch on eventually. So, you know, right here, Project Payday was another CPA program, kind of like EULA, where they paid us $1 to $5 for every person we got to come to this page and literally fill out this form. That's it. First name, last name, email address, retype email, select a password, retype password, and press continue. When somebody press continue, you can go into your back office and see you got paid for that person. Okay. So as you can assume that was awesome, simple way to make money. So everybody and their mother, okay, was all over this crap. All right. I mean, still the little blue people. I mean, they were everywhere. They were like cockroaches, right? And I will tell you something, they were making a whole lot of money. I remember at this time, I don't know if it was 2013 or 14, but I had joined Project Payday because I was like, what? You make money just from people filling out this form? That's pretty crazy. But I kind of left it alone because at the time, everybody was doing it, like I'm saying, and the big gurus were taking over certain platforms, and everybody kind of knew about it. And I think I had made like 20 bucks with Project Payday at that time, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to keep doing this. At that time, I didn't have very much marketing knowledge or skill, and I just thought it was kind of hard. I was like, this is stupid. And plus, I was seeing some success with something else I was doing at the time, so I kind of left it alone. And I want to explain this saturation. If you ask a lot of marketers if a program can become saturated, most of the times they're going to say no. You know, the argument is there are hundreds of thousands or millions of new people coming online every day, and a chunk of those people are looking for ways to make money. So basically the argument is there's enough people to make enough money on. There's enough money to go around. And in that broad aspect, I agree with that. But I realized when you're marketing a certain type of crowd, yes, certain things can become a little saturated. So a good or kind of an example that I could give you is like for me, and this is just one example, but like with YouTube, I do YouTube marketing, and everybody knows that to do well with YouTube marketing, you want to make videos on topics that a lot of people are searching for. Okay, they're searching for those topics, and if you're ranked on those big keywords, you're going to get a lot of views, you're going to get more clicks to whatever you want to get clicks on, and ultimately it's going to make you a lot of money. Well, at the time, and I'm talking about keywords that are like how to make money online, how to make money with PayPal, how to make money online for free. See, those topics are what people, big internet or marketers want to, get ranked on, because those are really hot money keywords. That's what everybody's typing in. So if you're ranked on that, you're going to make a lot of money. So at the time, Project Payday, everybody was making videos on that, and it was a little saturated on this platform. So that's why it was a little bit hard for me, because I was only just using YouTube, and my channel wasn't able to compete with all these other big channels that were ranking on all these keywords. So I kind of left it alone. But Project Payday hit a bump in the road. There was a little bit of a plot twist, right? And actually, I've realized this with just any program, but specifically, like the number one problem in CPA programs is quality control. Because these programs are paying us for leads, they ultimately want to bring in people that are going to be able to send high quality leads to them. Why? Because they're going to make money. It doesn't make sense for a program to keep paying out money to people that they're not getting paid on. So with Project Payday, you know, people were just getting a whole bunch of people to fill out the form, but nobody was buying Project Payday. Nobody was actually getting into Project Payday. The ratio was way off. Well, actually, a big thing, people would kind of deceive everybody and they would claim that Project Payday was free. And it was not free. So what happened is people would come in, fill out this form, and once they realized they had to pay for Project Payday, they just would like leave it alone. Like they wouldn't, you know, do it. So because everybody kept doing that, Project Payday had to start kicking people out, literally like this. All right, they kicked them out. And so big gurus started leaving. And because most people are followers, they follow these big gurus to other things. And, you know, there was nothing wrong with Project Payday. It was still fine. It was just people didn't like the fact that, you know, Project Payday was, you know, kind of cracking down on them because they were paying all this money and not making any money, which makes sense for Project Payday. Fast forward to 2016, and I came across a guy, okay? Now, mind you, some years have gone by. I haven't heard anybody talk about Project Payday, and I randomly kind of came across a guy who was making like $20,000 a month with Project Payday. And I'm like, wait a second, Project Payday? I thought that would have been gone. You know, nobody's talking about Project Payday anymore. And, you know, how is this even possible? And then kind of a light bulb went off in my head. Nobody is talking about Project Payday anymore. Search, I see Project Payday still up and running. I go onto YouTube and I look at the big money keywords that people are ranking on. And like I said, I wasn't seeing anybody talk about Project Payday. Except for this guy. I remember reaching out to him on Facebook and I was like, hey, you know, what's going on? You know, Project Payday, I haven't heard about this thing in forever. And turns out he was a little bit new to internet marketing. So I was even more shocked that this new person was making this much money. And I asked him kind of how he was doing it. And you know, he told me YouTube and Facebook marketing. And so, you know, I got on it real quick, right? Because at the time I wasn't making very much money. And I was like, okay, let me try this again. Nobody's really talking about this. Even in the Facebook marketing groups, people, you weren't really seeing it all over the place. So there's a fresh batch of people with this stuff. And so I can do that. And literally within like a couple of weeks, I got to like $100 a day with Project Payday, I remember. Unfortunately, Project Payday closed their doors. So I'm sure that if they would have stayed open, I don't know, who knows how much money I would have ended up making with them. So basically, that's kind of what's happening with EULA. Now, EULA never, from my understanding, it hasn't gotten really huge like Project Payday did, like in 2012 to 14. But here's what I'm saying. This is kind of like a prediction video. I think it's going to. It's already starting to see a little bit of traction. People love things like this, guys. And everybody's going to come running to this. And what I want you to do is watch what I do, okay? Especially with YouTube marketing. If you already do videos, you may want to mimic what I'm doing because I do think this is going to be big. I don't know exactly when, and I don't know for how long, but I do think there's a lot of money to be made. Because first off, you know, you not only can make you're starting off making $4 per lead in all English-speaking countries, and then $2 per lead everywhere else. And literally all people have to do is fill out this right here. It's the email address. It's an email submit CPA offer. Also, you get commissions on people who fully join EULA, okay? So you can click the video link or the link in my video description below if you want to. So that's the thing. Nobody's really talking about this yet. And so me and probably some other people are going to be setting ourselves up to basically dominate certain areas of certain platforms, right? So that when all these people kind of come rushing in, they come to us. And what I'm going to do is, like I said, YouTube videos. So the next videos you're going to see me make are not necessarily for you. They're not for my subscribers. They're going to be for people who are not subscribed to me. And you want to pay pretty close attention. Also, for anybody who gets on my team, I'm also going to be doing some Facebook marketing. I think this is going to be just as easy as how I got to making $100 a day with Project Payday with Facebook. And I'm going to give you my exact scripts, my exact way I make free ads in Facebook marketing groups, and how I message people, and how I get people to basically join EULA all the way. And I'm going to give that to you for free. So, you know, here it is, the last video of me telling you about this, because after this, I'm just going to start promoting it, and people are either going to catch on or they're not. And I hope you catch on like right now. So anyways, hope you liked the video. Talk to you later, and let's make some money.